Hello and welcome to the Node.js Foundation Technical Steering Committee on March 28, 2018. Let's start with some announcements. We have new collaborators. Welcome Beth Griggs. Thank you, Gypfin, for onboarding. Beth has already done a lot of contributions around build. Happy to have you. And also welcome Macintosh. Matthias has done tons of work in streams, mostly for modules, so welcome as a collaborator.
Has anyone onboarded Macintosh yet?
Not yet,
I think so.
From what I've seen.
Welcome soon.
You want to onboard him?
I don't know.
All right, and then we can move on to the tracking issue for runtime decryption of buffer constructor, issue 19079. There's a lot of commits I've seen that are replacing new buffer with buffer from. So that's good. And we had consensus last week that we would only show the warning outside of Node modules and not everywhere. And I think our next steps are that we need to draft a concise statement how to best announce that and make clear the best path forwards for our users. Is that right?
I think we'll probably also need some TSC review on the pull request that actually does the deprecation that way. So that's what Anna posted to the TSC issue, and that's issue 19524. Post that in the channel. So.
Okay. Yeah, so if people could have a look at 19524 and do a code review, that would be great. And are there any volunteers who are up for writing the statement? I believe Anna and Rich volunteered to write the migration guide for users, but the statement is a little different, I guess.
I think that we have something that is looking like the migration guide almost ready, but perhaps it needs some more eyes, and I'm not sure where we're going to host the migration guide.
Maybe a pull request in. We have these docs on the website that are called guides, I think. So I wonder if this is the right place.
If that's the right place for what, sorry?
For the migration guide. So the guide that explains what the warning exactly means and how to fix it. Would you put it somewhere else where it's easier to find or fits better?
Yes.
Where?
At the very least, if we're going to do something where there's a guide not directly in the docs, then it needs to be linked from the docs on the buffer constructor.
Oh, okay.
And from where we have a deprecations list in the docs. So it should probably, like, some information should probably be there too.
Okay.
So I have direct for that now, and some other people contributed. For example, Anna wrote a part of it. Also, Joey added information for the automated tool that modifies code for that. But I don't think that it's ready for inclusion as is now because it needs some cleanup and perhaps more comments. So what would be the best way to continue from there?
Well, I think you can still open a pull request and just label it as work in progress, but at least this way everybody can look at it. You could just open a pull request against the regular docs to include it there for the beginning so we can all have a look at it.
Okay, we'll do that. Thank you.
Thanks for working on this, Anna, Joy, and Chalker. Okay. Anything else about the buffer constructor deprecation? Okay, then we can move on to the items from Node.js TSC. So we have the tracking issue for updating TSC on board meetings.
Hey.
Hi, Miles.
Hello. So there wasn't really too much to speak about in the public board meeting. I haven't had a chance to put together a summary yet, though, so I'll do this next week.
Okay, thank you. Then we can move on to the strategic initiatives, tracking issue 423. I'm just gonna go through in order. So we have HTTP2 from James. Did he tell anybody to give us an update? Then modules.
Yeah, we have our next meeting today at 3 o'clock. It will be streamed if anyone wants to watch. We've been putting together a doc with specific use cases and hoping that, if we could reach consensus on that, we'll be able to drive a series of explicit features. That's everything for right now.
Cool, thank you. Then anything new on NRP? I think it's out of experimental now and landed, right? Then we have OpenSSL. Rod left the update that they are on track with it. Anna, anything on workers?
I don't think Anna's here.
I don't think Anna's here.
Oh, sorry. Anything on error messages? Core promise APIs? Anything on TSC governance?
Nothing to report at the moment, no.
Okay. Jeremiah, anything on the new Streams API?
Yeah, I'm making more progress prototyping the APIs in C++, and I should have more again to show in the near future. So.
Cool, thanks. Async hooks. And Michael, anything about updating V8? Okay, I guess that means no problems. There's a small update from the moderation team. There were a few requests this week for self-moderation, and the moderation team did a few edits and deleted a few posts.
Just a quick update on the V8 stuff. I don't know if Targos is disconnected right now. Oh, you're muted, Michael. Do you want? If you unmute yourself, it might be able to work.
No?
Hi, Michael. Now we hear you.
Okay, so yeah, I was saying there's nothing new for V8 currency.
Okay, thanks. That was all the issues I found labeled with TSC agenda. Anything else somebody wants to talk about? Okay, are there any questions?
Mention one thing. So I think this is the first TC meeting that Timothy's actually been able to attend as an observer for the TSC. He's been nominated onto the TSC, so welcome in that regard.
Well,
So don't leave it at that.
happy to be here.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, anything on YouTube? Lots of stuff on YouTube.
I have one thing. I did answer it for the person in the chat, but I'm going to reiterate it. So someone asked what the main objective of Node.js is, and how I would describe that is to allow people to write computer programs in JavaScript outside of web browsers. So whether that be on the server, on someone's desktop, in someone's command line, on an IoT device, wherever really. All the places that can't really run a web browser necessarily, but want to run some JavaScript code.
I totally agree with you. Okay, upcoming meetings. We have the modules meeting coming up later today. And for all other meetings, have a look at the Node.js calendar, nodejs.org/calendar. And that's it for today, I think. Thanks, everybody.